Hi guys and welcome to Bum Anime.
It's your girl Ruka.
And Big Boy Summer here, bringing you Dragon Ball Evolution.
So
stop. This show.
I have never watched Dragon Ball Z. I've never watched not even one episode. Seriously. I've only seen like little shots and posters and stuff, so I know what the characters kind of look like, but don't ask me who anyone is called apart from like Goku. Don't ask me about any of that kind of stuff. Over here, Big Boy Sama, this is his entire childhood, his love, his anime sweetheart.
This film, look. In 2009, someone said Dragon Ball Z was going to be a live-action film, and I was excited. Then, the internet, in its infinite wisdom, decided to tell me how rubbish it was. And to save myself from pain, I decided I wasn't going to watch it. So I didn't. I didn't watch it until 2021. I decided to watch this, and this made me upset. I am upset. I am actually upset. I'm upset to the point where I want to punch something or someone. Look, characters have made me angry in shows. Arcs have made me angry in shows and films and movies, but I've never been upset to watch something as much as I've been upset to watch this that I subjected myself to because of Ruka. That is it.
Okay, well, I'm not annoyed to the extent that you're annoyed.
Clearly.
But I do have some thoughts about the actual film instead of just saying F this, F that. My first thoughts were, I've seen pictures of Goku and this dude ain't it. Like, he has no muscles, he's white, he didn't bulk up. Like, I don't understand. Like, James Masters had at least like the suit in it, so he looked bulked up. Piccolo, right? But Goku looks pasty, like he hasn't seen the sun. He's weak, like his wrist looks smaller than mine. Like, and I have small wrists. Like, what the heck? Why does he look so? I don't know. I don't really understand, and I don't know why it was set in like an American high school, because again, I have not watched this, but every time I see it, it looks like they're in like the desert or something.
They're in a high school. Who does this? Like, who takes him to school? Goku never went to...
And also, I didn't understand the promise to not fight, because again, I have not watched Dragon Ball, but every time I see Goku, he's fighting someone or he's about to fight someone, and yet they Karate Kidded this and was like, I made a promise not to fight. Like, I didn't get that. I didn't understand.
Goku's whole thing is he's on it at all times. If you give him that, he's taking it. What?
Also, I really hate to say it, but this film felt like 80% There was a couple of things and I was like, ugh. There was the shot with like the chicken feet. Now, I'm not saying to show someone eating chicken feet, but it was like the way that they did it, they zoomed up like to his mouth, and it didn't seem like for any reason, and he's like, like it just seemed like really, it felt really over the top. And then they also had the blackened birds as well. It's like, okay, I don't know who wrote this script. Don't try and act like you ain't eating Chinese food. You ain't out here eating sushi and Japanese food. Like, don't act like you don't eat those types. I don't understand why they were doing that. It just felt really weird. The literal one shot we got that I think was Japan. I feel like it was supposed to be Japan. Everything was a shambles. Like, okay. There didn't seem to be a reason for everything to be in the ruins the way that they were. I don't know how to explain my feelings. I don't know if you felt this way as well. And then even Goku saying like, oh, Chi-Chi's not a normal name. It was a lot.
Okay, so Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and the whole franchise is an anime. However, they take very heavy tones from the Chinese old stories about the Monkey King. That's who Goku's supposed to be based on, right? And There was none of that, except for the bit where Gohan died, where you saw a little bit of the whole ritualization of his death. Everything else was westernized. Now, I have no issues if you're bringing the westernization thing to it. I mean, DC does it all the time, like what they did with Superman and made him Russian and so on and so forth. And that's fine. I don't mind that. What I do mind though, is if you've taken the character and put a name that is so iconic onto him, like Goku, and you turn him into the complete opposite to what he should be. He's supposed to always want to fight, he's supposed to be a psychopath, and he's supposed to be a deadbeat dad. I got a wimpy little person who didn't know what they were doing, and he turned into Uzaru, yeah, with no tail. Please tell me how that works. Someone in the comments explain that to me, please, because like, boy, you know what, Ruka, go on.
Also, I had a little problem with the direction that they took this in. Now, I don't know about like these Dragon Balls or anything, but I do know that the eclipse was in 2 weeks. And on his grandpa's deathbed, whose name we never got, he tells Goku to find all of these Dragon Balls in 2 weeks. There's literally a bunch of series all about Dragon Balls. Now, I don't really know what it's about, but it kind of feels like if there's so many series about Dragon Balls, 2 weeks isn't enough time to find them all. And I felt like it was way too convenient that all of the Dragon Balls were kind of close to each other in the same state. Like, they're just all together. Oh, okay. And then Goku tells his dying grandpa, who's trying to tell him some important information about what he needs to do, to take a rest. Does he not understand it's an eternal rest? Like, he can't tell you after. Like, what do you mean rest?
Okay,
what do you mean rest?
That was funny. That was funny. Look, you know what? I'll put my emotions into this one. I'm not even going to lie and pretend to you. I'll put my emotions into this. Because I was thinking, you know what? It's too iconic for you to fail it. It's too mad. Like, look, we all make fun of those who love Goku off and say he can solo everyone's universe. You guys on Instagram, you all know I like to poke fun and say Saitama bags every time. But really and truly, I'm a Dragon Ball fan. Like, I'm deep down for this. Dragon Ball Super, everything. Hakai this, I don't care. Let's do it. However, what the actual F was this that I watched? Because Chi-Chi is a princess.
She is? I thought she was just like a little fighter who liked to fight like in tournaments.
She does like that. She does. I like that tracks. But she's a princess. Her dad is something else as well. He wasn't even here. Yamcha isn't supposed to be like this. Roshi is supposed to be more into the hentai thing. What's going on? You could have called this anything else. You could have called it anything else and named your characters whatever you wanted, and that's it. But you decided to put some Dragon Ball in the name, so please put some respect on the name, bro. What the?
Well, from someone who has never watched Dragon Ball, this film is called Dragon Ball Evolution, so it must be evolving or elevating what was there beforehand.
Okay, you're trying to piss me off.
So was Dragon Ball Z crap before 2009?
No.
Oh,
really,
but it's called Evolution.
Look at me, you gonna fight. We're actually gonna fight. I don't mean it in that I'm gonna beat her up type of way. I mean, we're gonna fall out and not do a few videos for a couple of weeks, that kind of fucking fight. Ruka, listen. You know what? Guys, let us know if we should put Ruka through Dragon Ball. Just Dragon Ball and see if she has a different opinion on this.
I thought that they did this really well. I really loved how realistically Goku grieved for his grandpa and how sad he was about the death. And there was a line to explain how sad and how overcome with grief he was. And it was when Chi-Chi was like, oh, I'm sorry, I heard about your grandpa. And I heard his house fell down. And he was like, yeah, something like that. Anyway, and then he changed the subject. I just loved how realistic that was. It really got me. And also, when Goku accidentally, well, it was kind of on purpose, killed, what was his name? Roshi. When he killed Roshi, he was so sad that he had committed murder for the first time ever, and he was like, "Oh my god, he's dead." He was really sad about it. Like, it was awesome. The acting skills were A1.
But okay, like I'll be fair to the film here. That tracks.
No, you're lying.
Goku.
No way.
Goku giving an F about killing someone.
But what about his grandpa though? Is it his legit grandpa?
No, they didn't even explain he's a Saiyan.
He didn't have a name.
They mentioned it once.
Are you sure?
Roshi mentioned it when he met Goku, when he did the flying crane thing, and he was like, "The flying crane. What the is the flying crane?"
It's the move that he did. Oh,
look, okay, Goku, and I love Goku, but like us Goku fans need to understand that Goku is an actual psychopath. He doesn't care. All he wants to do is fight. You know that meme where it goes, these people think I'm fighting to save the day, but I actually just like fighting. That's Goku. That is who he is. He always wants to fight, and saving the day happens to be a byproduct of that. He trains all the time and he fights all the time. And then he makes babies and then disappears. Look, I like Goku. He's just not a role model in it. But this was deep. How can you do that to my boy? Like, how can you do that? I mean, he's got problems and issues, I agree, but not like this.
Okay, what's with the relationship between Goku and Chi-Chi? Because that I had a massive problem with. They started acting like they were dating each other out of the blue, like, but there was no, like, rapport properly built between the two of them. Goku was a full-on creep. Like, how did he know where she lived? Like, it didn't seem like they had interactions before the point that we saw them interact. So how does he know where she lives? The way that he was staring at her hard in class, it kind of felt stalkerish. Why was she eating a strawberry? Why were there random orange flowers on the outside? Like, it just, ooh, I didn't like any of it. And then all of a sudden she's all over him, Goku, jumping all over him. My man sparked her in the jaw, left her on the floor, didn't say sorry, left. And then as soon as she saw him, she's like kissing him all over his face. Like, really? Okay, if you like it, I love it. Oh, and not to mention, right, when he saw two Chi-Chis, he just immediately beats the one that doesn't say, help me, Goku. Like, what the hell is wrong with this guy's mind? Could have restrained both of them to figure out who it was. You could have waited for Bulma to get there since she has a fucking tracker for the Dragon Balls. But nah, he's just like, bow, bow, bow. He has no to give. Not one.
They turn Goku into a creepy, toxic person. Now, don't get me wrong. Goku is toxic, but not this way. He's not toxic like this. He's toxic differently, innit? He's the kind of toxic that will, like, get resurrected, breed you, and then die again on purpose to save the planet and leave you to look after your kids kind of toxic.
Jeez.
he's that kind of guy.
And this was for kids. Kids watch this show. Okay.
Bruv, there's kids watching Demon Slayer. And Jujutsu Kaisen.
That's different.
And Tokyo Revengers about actually ganging up on people, boxing them in their club.
They ain't real gangs. Yeah, you got Takemichi crying every 2 seconds.
Smiley is smiling while he's thumping guys in his face, bro.
Okay, I want to talk about the things that I actually really did love about this film.
Well, all two things.
Roshi, I felt, was a really great character. I feel like he was on point with his acting, and I enjoyed him on screen. I felt the same way with Bulma as well. Yeah. I thought that she was also a really great character. I feel like she brought a lot to the role, and it feels like she probably watched Dragon Ball. I feel like both of them probably actually watched it and brought it to their roles.
I agree.
I feel like everyone else just woke up and was like, oh, this seems like an alright script, I guess. But also, I feel like they were too good for this film. And I also feel like James Marsden was also too good for this film. I don't think any of them should have appeared here because this film was truly crap. What do you think about this film overall? I actually enjoyed watching it. I enjoyed watching it a lot. I laughed a lot because it felt like when I was watching Dragon's Dogma, you know, when something is so bad that it's just kind of funny and you kind of enjoy ripping the out of it. It felt like that. Good watch. Would recommend. 10 out of 10. What about you? Don't kill me.
Me and you will fight.
No. I'm sorry.
No, you're not. You're smiling in my car right now, man. What the hell? Okay, look. As a film, if I try to remove my emotions from it, it was bad. It was really bad. Piccolo was terribly done because as a villain, standalone villain, if his name wasn't Piccolo and he wasn't greened up or whatever, it was actually a good villain. I'll give him that. He did the business. He came in, went from A to B, and killed everything in his way. All right, cool. But again, if you're putting Dragon Ball in the name, you kind of have to come correct with the characters. You could have created any scenario. You could have picked an episode and did the film on that, but you didn't. What you did was besmirch my nostalgia and make me want to find the directors and give them a piece of my mind. But yeah, as a film, it was bad. I can't see any plus sides.
I really disagree with you there. Because you said that it's ruined your nostalgia, but this was made in 2009, so this film is also nostalgic. But a side note that's extremely important is...
What's gotten into you today? What's up, Ruka?
No, I have something really important to say. Seriously, it's really important. Why did Goku have titties in his little costume?
Get out. Get out. Just get out. So guys, should I look for a new person to do the show with? Because I think the show's done. 200 episodes, we've done it. I mean, we did it. We did our 200 episodes. I guess we're done. Bob Anime has been great.
But why did he have titties though?
I have no idea, fam. Why did they cast him?
Well, like I said, I really enjoyed it. I would recommend it to all viewers to go out there, go watch the film. Seriously, it's so bad that it might be actually good.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
And if you made it this far, I hope you've had a laugh along with me.
Peace.